For the football this game, controlling the clock a little bit. How much of a motivation is that to your guys?
Well, I challenged my guys yesterday, first day of practice. I told them for us to win, you guys got to be at your best. Bottom line, you got to take that challenge. Us versus their linebackers, taking mentality. We're going to have opportunity in run games. We need to make some big plays. So, my challenge is my room. That's the thing that I'm trying to control, is continue to be better than we were the first 6 games. What can you do to make yourself better? I challenged them guys when we was off to get in here and watch film. Go back and watch yourself. See what you're doing well, see what you're not doing well, and stuff that we continue to build on.
Have you guys been at your best in the 6 games, you think?
It's hard to say. When you're young, and every week you're just trying to get better with this offense, quarterback, skilled guys, you got freshman kids we depending on, David Seals last week. So all you want to do is get better. And I think the kids have. There haven't been no quit. You saw the Baylor game. I thought we fought. We had an opportunity to be up in that game at halftime. Just that's the part that we got to continue to build on, being to finish stuff and sustain stuff for 4 quarters. And that's what we're stressing. We can be pretty damn good, and that's what I tell these guys. I speak to my running back room because I think being older, they got to be the guy to fester that stuff through the team. Don't put it all on those guys. Go take over Wendell. Go take over Russell. Go take over Eli. And just those things going to help us move forward.
Do you think your running back group specifically has peaked at all this year?
I don't think so. I think it's always balanced to get better. I think, Wendell's been playing good, but how good can he be if he's healthy? How good can Russell he's starting to come along and starting to finish his runs like we want to see out of him. And that's my thing with him is be consistent. My thing with him is just he's trying to make the big play instead of just going and continue to get 5 yards. That's all I've been preaching. Heck with the big play. Get 5 yards, get 5 yards, get 5 yards and carry. Guess what? First down. Eventually it's going to happen. And so that's the thing as a coach that I'm trying to stress. I don't care. The big play going to happen when it's happening. Be consistent in doing your job.
Talking to Wendell, and does he feel better? Does he look better?
Yeah. He practiced yesterday for the first time full speed in a while, so it's good to see him out there, not just running, out there running routes, catching balls, being able to utilize them all over the field again.
Yeah, Dana was saying that TCU's defensive front is what stands out. I guess what are you guys going to have to do to combat that?
You got to win your one-on-one battles, across the board. As offensive lineman, you got to take that challenge. 3 out of 4 guys that started last year back. If we control line of scrimmage, we feel like we have a chance in this game to run the ball and, throw the ball effective. They are really good up front. They're really good schematic. I think Gary Patterson's the best in the game for his defense from what I've seen. Week in and week out, he get his guys prepared. They never out of position, and that's the stuff that we got to challenge ourselves. Just be consistent. Just do the routine stuff. Don't beat yourself trying to do something that you don't need to be doing. And that's the thing. Just do the routine stuff.
From your perspective, any sort of reason why this game's so competitive every year?
I think we 2 equally matched teams. We came in this league together. You look at the history of being BCS Bowl champions, coming from a conference you dominated and making the transition to the Big 12. Fortunate for them, the ball bounced their way last year, so, they got to jump, and we had our chance. Who knows how that game go last year, the roles reversed. So, and I think really that's it. You got 2 teams, come in at the same time. The difference between them, they in Texas, they got a better recruiting base in West Virginia, so we always got to continue to fight that.
With regard to small things and doing your job, that you mentioned, you've been close on a number of plays where someone misses a block or just doesn't get a block perfectly. How have you guys done so far?
Well, a lot of that is you out, man. It's a 0 blitz. You either hit the hot route or you take the one-on-one outside. And you talk about how close we are to being really great as an offense. It was like 5 or 6 balls was just like right on your fingertips. Mm-hmm. You make those catches, it's a different ball game.
Right.
That's the difference between Baylor and West Virginia right now. Mm-hmm. Older kids making those plays where we young and we so close. Now we just got to figure out how to make those plays in that crush situation.
Mm-hmm. Blocking though, guys lining the same thing, but I know perimeter blocking's been sometimes.
Yeah, we all, and that's the thing. Just being a routine, that's routine. When you ain't catching, you got to be physical. You got to block. Whether you're a skilled guy, a O-line guy, tight end, whoever. Mm-hmm. because like you said, there's a couple of times, Lonnie tell you, where we sustained a block. There was a couple of times we could have broke out on some big runs. So that's part of being consistent and play through the whistle. I mean, ain't no whistle, but play through it. Make the ref come get you off a guy.
A couple of your goal line possessions look like you were.
Yeah, we target wrong up front. We had some inconsistent because they moved the front. It's just stuff that we got to continue to work on, you know, and that's on us as coaches. We got to make that adjustment. So that's on us.
You speak highly of Patterson. He does some weird stuff too. That's kind of unique to him. As best as you can, what is it that just looks weird when you see them?
Man, they great at matching routes.
Right.
You know, you can tell they well coached. You know, they defense got a great understanding where they're supposed to be in that defense. They never out of position. You beat them, you got to throw the ball vertical, and you got to be able to hit them in the mouth every now and then up front and better run the ball, you know, because anything 25, 30 and in, they do a great job of rerouting. Excuse me.